My name is Liz, I'm from Gracious Bakers, and with me I've got Lulu with me today. You should know her by now. If you watched our Magwinya tutorial, then you should know Lulu by now. If you don't, Lulu has been one of our longest standing employees, and she will be assisting us today to make this beautiful bread. So this is a allergen-free bread. We're going to show you very simple how to make this today. This is part of our beautiful Come Bake With Us range, where we really invite you to come and bake with us, and we are going to show you how easy and how simple this is. There we have it.
Igama lami ndingululu ezibayibesethile umphathi wami ndisebenzela bexesha elide uba uqaphele bendikhona nakule yamagwinya into then ngoku sizawungenzela isonka. Isonka esi allergen free yenye ye premix zethu ezintsha kwi range yethu. Come bake with us.
Ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
So what we need today is we've got some erythritol here. We use a non-nutritive sweetener today so that the diabetics can also enjoy this. We've got some rice flour. This is just to dust our little pan with, that we will show you in just a second. We've got our little packet of premix right here. We've got some fresh yeast. Just grab that from your local grocer. They've got it right by the bakery section. It gives a really nice flavor to your breads as opposed to your dried yeast. So I personally prefer using it, and it proves a lot quicker as well. But really the flavor is just so much nicer. Then we've got an egg here that we were using. Should you want to bake this completely allergen free, that is not a problem. Head on to our website www.graciousbakers.co.za and you can go and read the article about the 11 egg replacements we've got right there for you should you want to make this bread allergen free. We've got some fresh lemons here. I like to use fresh lemons as opposed to lemon juice from the shop. You can use lemon juice from the shop. I just like eating closer to nature, so I prefer the whole fruit. And then we've got some salt here. I like using Maldon salt just because it's a little bit healthier than your normal iodized salt. And then we've got some coconut oil here with a little brush that we are going to be using to prep our little tray with. We are going to showcase you how to make it with a little beater. It's really simple. You'll know these are not very expensive, so they're very easy to come by. We've got our scale here. We use a scale because we use it for accuracy. Milliliters really give you inconsistency, so we prefer using grams when we work with our recipes. We've got our sieve here, we've got a nice bowl right here for us, and then for our liquids also a little whisk and a little bowl, and then we've got our little bread tray right here that we are going to prep up just now.
Eziba esitsho umphathi wami ke baphulaphuli sine erythritol apha sisebenzisa yona thina ukwenzela into bana nabadiabetic bakwazi uxhamla, and then sine rice flour ukwenzela into bana sidaste kahle ipani lethu xa sizawugalela le premix yethu esizayigalela. Sine yeast sisebenzisa i-fresh yeast thina kuba ukwenzela ba iflavor yakho izovakala kakuhle, but ungayisebenzisa nayo i-dry yeast akunyanzelekanga. Sine qanda, sine lemon juice, i-lemon juice sine lemon, but ungayisebenzisa ne-lemon juice. I-lemon lena it's because of iyafikeleleka and ibalulekile empilweni yakho. Sine tyiwa, uthanda usebenzisa ityiwa egrofhu ke bethu nami ukwenzela into yobana uthi inempilo kakhulu. Sine coconut oil leyo sizayisebenzisa uqaba ipani lethu xa sizawubeka isonka sethu. Sine sefu apha nesitya, sibe nescale kuqinisekisa uba izinto zethu ziweywe in grams.
Thank you, Lulu.
Yes.
Shall we get started?
Yes, masale.
Fantastic. So we're just first going to prep up our little bread tray right here. So Lulu, can you put a little thin coat of coconut oil on there for us? I'm going to cut open the rice flour we'll be using for dusting so long.
Eziba undibona ke ndiyalifaka ipani ngoku ukwenzela into yobana sifake isonka sethu singabambeleli.
Perfect. This you want to coat nice and thick. It just helps your bread a little bit to proof nicely. So we just tap it all the way around so it really evenly coats your tray.
I-rice flour inceda into yoba isonka sakho singabambeleli and sinyuke kakuhle xa sinyuka. Siyayigalela ke iikona zonke ezepani ukwenzela into yoba singabambeleli isonka sakho.
Just gonna tip that extra out there. Put that right there. So there you have it. Your tray is nicely coated, so it will give you a nice bread and it won't stick. And yeah, let's get mixing. Okay, so we're starting off with our little premix and we are going to sieve it right in here for us. So I'm going to ask Lulu to sieve it for us while we get started on weighing off the wet ingredients. Remember to get all the mix from all the corners. Every gram does have an impact on your recipe.
Uyanyanzeleka ke ukuthi nami ikhuphe yonke iplastic kwiikona zonke zeplastic ukwenzela into yobana ufumane iziphumo ezizizo.
Okay, so while Lulu is serving there the mixture for us, we are going to start weighing off right here. So we are starting off with our fresh yeast. Again, we are using 20 grams of fresh yeast. If you would like to use dry yeast, not a problem. You can use dry yeast. We use 10 grams of dry yeast as opposed to the 20 grams of fresh yeast. There you go. So our yeast is in. Then we will be using erythritol today, which is a non-nutritive sugar replacement. This erythritol does not spike your blood sugar glucose levels at all, so it is safe for diabetics as your body does not absorb any of the erythritol. You can get the sweetness in mouth taste, but it does not affect your blood sugar levels. So it's really, really nice to use, and you can find it at Gracious Bakers. Head over to our website www.graciousbakers.co.za and you will find it right over there. So I'm going to cut this quickly open and we are going to be using 15 grams of this. So 15 grams. You can use normal sugar as well. It's not a problem. You can even replace it with honey. It works all the way, either one. We are using 40 grams of egg. If your egg is bigger than 40 grams, do weigh it out. It will give you a different result, but you can also play around and see how you come up with your own creations. This is all about making baking fun again. This is not to put anybody in a box. You can really explore the baking world and use your own initiative. Go. 40 grams of egg. And then we are going to put in 3 grams of lemon juice. I love using fresh lemons, so it's something I always have in my house. I use it so much. Just a much nicer flavor and yeah, just better for you. Lulu, will you pass us that water, please? Water is lukewarm, about 30 degrees, the temperature of a baby's bottle. That is more or less the temperature of the water. And we are going to be adding in 200 grams of water. And we are just going to stir this up so that the yeast nicely dissolves into the water mixture.
Eziba esitsho ke umphathi wami lobana siye sigalele i-fresh yeast silandelise nge-lemon juice eziba sisebenzisa i-lemon thina usebenzise iqanda ngu-40 grams but if uneqanda elingaphezulu kwelo right usebenzise it's just another way of baking ibe mnandi udlale nje nge-baking. Then sigalele amanzi wakho i-temperature yawo ibhotile yomntana angabi shushu angabandi but ibe ibhotile yomntana siyayixova ke kakuhle.
Perfect. We're just quickly going to weigh off our salt that we will be only using a little bit later in this mixture. So we're just going to have that ready for us, and it's 3 grams of salt that we use in this recipe. So immediately you should be seeing we are not using expensive ingredients to make this bread. It's really simple ingredients and really cost effective. Okay, Lulu, you're going to pour for us just now. Today we are going to showcase you how to make it with our little beater. Yeah, Lulu, slowly pour in for us.
See.
And pour more. A little bit more, half of that. You can already see that the mixture is becoming lighter in color. So we're going to mix it a little bit longer. The longer you mix this mixture, the lighter the texture of your bread will become. So if you're looking for something that's a bit more chewy, then you don't over mix this mixture, because the longer you mix it, the more air you will incorporate, and it will give you those very fluffy breads. Can you put the rest in for us? At this stage, I'm just going to add in the salt, and then we're just going to mix that through. That's it, folks. There we have it. That is your bread. It's ready to be molded and shaped for our little bread tin now. You will see the mixture is a little bit lighter in color. If I touch it, you will see it's quite sticky to your hand. So again, if you watch our Magwinya video, then you will know by now that we use water to mold these breads. But we are going to show you how to do this in just a second. We're just quickly going to get our place cleared so we can show you nicely how to form these.
Eziba esitsho umphathi wami uyenzile inhlama isizathu soba sigalele emva ityiwa, it's because of ityiwa eziba ijika ibe ngamanzi, asifuni into yobana ibe ncangathe kakhulu. So uyigalele ityiwa sayimixa njengendlela right, uyayiqaphela ilight ngokwikhala yakhona. Yile nto kanye sifunayo ukwenzelwa isonka sakho sithambe sibe fluffy.
Then shall we start forming this?
Masiqale.
Nice and quick to do. So again, I wet my hands when I work with this flour or with this premixes, then they don't stick to your hands. So we're just going to scrape all the dough. So you see it's still very sticky there. So we're just going to fold this. I form it in my hands. You can find whichever way is easiest for you. Just trying to get all the dough out there. So again, I can start molding and shaping it right in my hands. So I like to give it a couple of folds. So I smoothen it on the top surface. If you want these bubbles away, then you just smoothen it with more water. If you don't like that texture, you can just smoothen it there. And I'm just going to do a couple of folds around it. And I tuck my ends kind of to the bottom. Then. So it's like a little sausage loaf. That's nice. I'm a bit of a perfectionist, so I do this a bit longer. You don't need to do it. It's got no reason besides just looking prettier. I want a uniform bread, and then I just pop it right into my tray. And there you have it. Now if you want to add some seeds on top or you dust it with flour, you can do this any way you prefer. We like to keep it plain and simple for today, just for illustration purposes, but it is lovely to make a nice mixture. So.
As banibonile ke baphulaphuli uyikhuphile yonke inhlama yakhe wayibamba kuye esandleni oko emane igoba ukwenzela into yobana izobamba ishape right. And then if awafuni la maqhamuza abalapha ngaphezulu manje ufaka isandla sakho apha emanzini uyenze kakuhle inhlama yakho ukwenzela into yobana ibe smooth apha ngaphezulu, ibe smooth ngaphezulu ukwenzela into yobana iphume kakuhle ngendlela right.
Thank you, Lulu. So I like using these bread packets. They're really nifty to use, so I just like to coat it with a little bit of coconut oil. Again, I'm just going to
wakhona ke baphulaphula sisebenzisa iplastic yesonka siqabe icoconut oil ukwenzela into yoba xa sinyuka isonka sakho singabambeleli pha iplastic.
I turn it inside out. Pop my little loaf in there. I like giving it a little blow and closing it up. And that's it. She is ready to proof now. She is going to proof between 30 to 90 minutes, depending on the temperature outside that you are dealing with, depending how hot your water was. It was all factors that will influence how long your bread takes to proof. But we are going to put it to the side. We're gonna put it in a nice warm place, and then we will check back in with you as soon as she's ready to be baked.
Sisigqibile ke isonka sethu bethu nani naso uyasibona nawe eziba esenzela balloon kwenzela ba xa sinyuke ngendlela right xhomekeka kwi temperature osebenza kuyo. If kushushu phandle then sizawukhawuleza sinyuke, and ba usebenzise amanzi ashushu sizawukhawuleza sinyuke. Thina sifuna ukuba sinyuke msinyane, then sizawuphinda sidibane nani xa sesinyukile isonka sethu si ready for ubhakwa.
Great.
Yes.
Let's put it to the side. So Lulu, our bread has proven now for about 60 minutes. It's time for us to check if it's ready to be popped into the oven.
Yes.
Look at this, it's nice and
Nice
popped
and
and just ready. Let's see.
Yebo.
Ah, isn't that perfect?
That beauty.
Stunning.
So beautiful.
Now let's get it into the oven.
Yeah.
Our oven is nice and hot. 220, and we're gonna pop it right in there. And then we are going to turn it down. And that's now gonna bake for 25 minutes. Lulu, it's been 25 minutes. It's ready to take out our bread.
Yebo bethu nani iphelile imizuzu yi25, so ngokusothatha isonka sethu sisikhuphele ngaphandle.
Thank you. Just grab these oven gloves and let's see. Wow. Oh, just look at that. And these breads are so nice. They just pop right out of your tray. That is so nice.
Uyasibona ke isonka sethu asibambeleli siphuma nje ngendlela right epanini.
And now we gotta let it cool, huh?
Yes.
And you know we can just pop this bread right out of our mold. And there we are. Perfect, huh? Just look at that.
Beauty. So beautiful.
Still a bit hot, but looking great.
Yes.
Lulu, let's slice her open and let's see what our successor was today and give her a taste.
Wemali masisivule isonka masisike ngokwesonka sethu sisibone phakathi into yobana sinjani na sihle kangakanani na ukwenzela into yobana sizosisika. I can't wait ngilambe kakhulu.
It is lunchtime, isn't it?
Yes.
Let's get her off there. Let's see.
for that side.
Now you will see this is a nice soft bread. It's not breaking, it's not crumbly. You can really handle this well. It's not like your normal gluten-free baking. It's very nice. It's nice, sturdy little slices that everybody will love. And it smells and tastes like it. Smell there.
Nice flavor.
Dusting off.
Niyasibona ke bethu isonka sethu sihle kangakanani na asiqhekeki. It's not like a gluten free. It's sihle nje ngendlela eright, asiqhekeki, asina ezanto wrong nje.
Now you add some honey for you?
You honey for me, my darling. Fluffy. So nice. Everything is perfect, balanced. Perfect. High five. We did it.
Thank you so much for tuning in. We hope you enjoyed this tutorial with us. This is how simple it is to bake with our premixes, so do come and bake with us. Really simple. You can make the bread in the morning ready for lunch boxes. There's really no excuse. It really is nice. It lasts for 3 days if you keep it nicely enclosed, and it makes beautiful, beautiful toast. So head down to the store and grab your box of premix and come bake with us. Thank you so much.
Enkosi bethu nani ngokusijoyina kwethu apha enkqubeni yethu. Nisibonile isonka sethu sihle sithambile, so ubaleka uyothenga evenkileni ipremix yakho ubhakela abantwana bakho batye.
Thank you, Lulu.
Thank you so much.
Join our exciting tutorial series where we simplify the art of allergen-free baking. Discover how easy it is to create delectable confections using affordable and readily available ingredients. We'll guide you step by step, from basic breads to delightful cakes, proving that you don't need to sacrifice flavor or creativity to enjoy therapeutic joy of baking. Whether you're a seasoned baker who's lost your way or a budding enthusiast eager to explore delicious, healthier alternatives, our Come Bake With Us range is your new companion in your kitchen. Let's bake the world a better place together.